a house. I mean, you're talking about something physical.
Yeah.
You're talking about buying something that you want to walk around, look under, you want to spin. Can a computer do it? To a point. Can a computer convey its...
Right now, no.
Right.
So what happens when they can?
Well,
there's no answer to this, Jay. It hasn't happened yet. What are you going to do?
The whole reason why you're here, because it's going to come down to culture matters. It's going to come down to relationships. I mean, it sounds juvenile, but it comes down to the old refrigerator magnet thing. You go in somebody's house, you're going to look at it, there's refrigerator magnets from all different realtors and letters that people send to the house. And yes, do you see them pictures? Do you know them? Yes, because they sent you. Now I walk in, shake your hand, give you my opinion about the house, and relate to you. All that just went out the window.
All that marketing just went
out the window. Now it's face-to-face relationship because I'm giving you value in a relationship. Yes, all this goes away.
What about kids growing up in the digital age? How are they going to do? So then that creates potential obstacle. Because from what I'm hearing or we're seeing, and whether this is fact or not, it seems as though kids are playing less outside. They're socializing differently.
Absolutely. I mean, I know firsthand.
You have children, right?
When I was a kid, my father was like, it was like, go outside and play in the yard. Like I'll say we weren't allowed inside, but it was like, what are you doing? Go outside. And, did it help me? Absolutely. I was building tree forts. I was, making stuff. I was building bicycles or whatever I was doing because, I didn't have an iPad or didn't have an iPhone to sit there and text back and forth on. But, it's happening whether we like it or not. So, the old Bruce Lee thing, like be like water, you got to change. You absolutely have to change to the technologies. And what is that? I mean, is it just letting your kid fry looking at Blu-rays? I mean, I'm going to say Blu-ray, but looking at blue light coming out of its iPod for 8 hours. Is it that? Or is it trying to, I don't say manipulate what they watch or help them what they're going to, because they're going to do it.
Yeah, what are they going to consume?
They're going to consume it no matter what, unless you're living in a co-op in Hawaii and there ain't no computers or you're sleeping out of tents, which they probably still have them. But, like my children, they're watching learning shows all the time. Like they're not just watching cartoons. Like they're watching stuff, how to take things apart and learning, the kids, they can probably name every dinosaur, I know I learn opposite from technology. I learned from encyclopedias. I read every encyclopedia front to back probably 2 or 3 times.
That's cool.
And it's funny with my friends and family. They laugh. Like, just how do you know so much stuff? Well, I know a little bit about a lot of stuff. I'm not an expert, even real estate. I said I don't know shit. I learn every day though, and that's kind of one of the things. Curiosity. So. And people are like, you know a lot about real estate. No, I know this much because I want to know this much more tomorrow. And going into that mindset of wanting to learn and not saying I know everything is great because I just want to feed the rock.
I love that, feed the rock. And it brings me to a thought that I've had, or a belief that I see coming, is the curious, open mindset is necessary in the coming age. It's like they're going to be consuming something. Either things that can lower how they, or I guess limit, right? Like a golf ball, like they can only see this when they want to see this. They're going to see things. They're going to consume. So what are they consuming that then they can go and give value back? So like instead of being consumer, be a consumer of quality, and we can talk about that, and then create, share. Like 8-year-olds, I've seen there's 8-year-olds that have YouTube channels that teach stuff. There is a kid that
look at their parents that are helping manipulate what they're
lead them.
consuming.
Yeah, like coach them, lead them.
And I don't think, it scares me, but there's a lot of parents out there and a lot of whether it be raising a teenager or raising a child that are not paying attention to what they're consuming. Is it just video games? And nowadays you ask 10, 15-year-olds what they want to be. They want to be a gamer or design a game. Well, how many out of them, this is called 10,000 kids that say that are actually going to be a game designer? That's a few and far between. Like I'll say, wake up, but I always ask young people all the time, what are you going to school for? What are you doing? And a lot of them they have a blank answer.